Come a little closer. Come here. I'm going to tell you the secrets to get your Airbnb filled up. Nice flippin' choice. What's up, you short-term rental savants? It's Garrett Brown from the Nice Flippin' Choice channel, back with more Airbnb, VRBO, STR, whatever acronym you want to put in front of it, gumbo for your soul. And we're going to talk about one of my specialties, short-term rental marketing tricks. I just did a video talking about the best marketing ways that you can actually do that I will link in the description below. But today I'm going to tackle marketing tricks that you probably haven't thought of that you'll be able to get more direct bookings, get more customers in, get higher reviews, get more revenue, all these different types of things like that. These things have helped me keep my glamping site at a 90 to 95% occupied and my main tiny homes, and about a 75 to 80% occupied in my ranch house, which is my bigger home. So without further ado, let's talk about the spread that butters the bread. Marketing. If you can, before we start, hit the subscribe and like button for me to help push this out to the YouTube algorithm so they know that this is decent quality content. Now, first one we'll tackle is email marketing. This is nothing new, but a lot of short-term rental owners do not implement this. There's a few different ways that you can actually make this active. Things like StayFi, which is basically they send you a hardware device, you hook it up to your router, and then guests will get this message when they log on to your Wi-Fi saying, hey, what's your first name, last name, and your email? This will give you free access to the Wi-Fi. They don't need a password and things like that. It's pretty solid. I've used it for quite a bit. It's like, I think $125 for the actual product and about $10 a month for the email marketing that they give you a database so you can take these emails down. It gets all your guests in there. I think it works well for smaller places. Bigger places, if you got 12 people in there, you got kids giving in their email. There's a few things that throw me off there that I haven't expanded into my bigger places. And also there's an occasional guest that gives you some pushback on it about, like, oh, why do I gotta have to give you my email address just to get the Wi-Fi? And there's been a couple guests that have said that, and I just give them direct access to the Wi-Fi. The best way I have found to get emails, though, is to simply put a 10% off newsletter subscription at the bottom of your website or right before booking. Almost every single person that's on your website that's even interested is going to snag that coupon, and then they're going to willingly give up their email address that is correct to get that. I've had a lot of success and built up my database to a few thousand people, almost 2,000 people now, that I'm able to email out instantly updates. I don't try to spam at all. Maybe once a month I send an email. Nothing crazy unless we have something going on. But I'm just building up my list. Because I can also import this into Facebook to run ads off of too. It's a little more nuanced in the ad. The next one is discount codes. Guests love to get a little bit of money off of any stay they're doing. They feel like they're special VIP guests, and that's how we want them to feel. I basically bake this into my costs to be able to give a 10% discount and it not really affect the bottom line, because pretty much add that on to the end of it. I have no problem with giving somebody that code to book because I already know it's going to still equal out exactly what I want. And number 3 is giveaways. Giving away a night here, giving away a weekend, doing this on Instagram, having people tag, share. These work really well just because they pretty much push out into the algorithm. It's going to trigger people to share it, trigger people to tag people. And if you have a really appealing place that people want to stay in, you're going to have quite a bit of traction come through this. You're going to gain followers. And in the end, all you really do is lose is basically a cleaning fee. If you give it away on a weekend, you're probably giving up a little more than you need to. I try to give any free stay, it's going to be Sunday through Thursday, because that is where, as hoteliers, I've heard somebody say that recently. I did not know what hoteliers were. I had to hear that, and I was like, that's fancy. I sound fancy. I'm introducing myself as a hotelier from now on. These are one of the biggest struggles of hoteliers, is filling your Sunday through Thursdays. He said it very eloquently, and I agree with him. So try to do your giveaways then. If you're a brand new property, though, there's nothing wrong with really trying to, get it going and giving away one weekend, at some point, especially doing this with a paid or exchange influencer. This will really help trigger the algorithm and push out the social media content. Number 4 is Facebook Pixel. If you don't know what this is exactly, it's called Metapixel now, or whatever, however you want to refer to it as the company. This is a code that I'm going to keep going back and forth. This is a code that Facebook makes that you can put on your website with your developer, or if you're even a little bit tech savvy, you'll probably be able to figure it out. This will allow, when people go to your website, Facebook will be able to send them new ads and different things as they scroll on Instagram or Facebook, just because they went to their website. They'll know this. Don't ask how. I don't even want to know. But this works really well. Apple has cracked down a little bit on this for different reasons, but it still is a pretty powerful tool and is really able to hit home with somebody that already went to your website and is interested in your product. Number 5 is Google Search Console. Now, I'm not an expert in this at all, and I'm not going to do a deep dive into this anytime soon. But if you've never used this and you do have a direct booking website or your own website in any type of way, you want to make sure it's linked up into Google Search Console. This gives you a lot of really good results, tells you what people are searching for now, what terms they are. You can put this into ads. You can change some of your SEO on your website. Very technical stuff that I'm not going to get into, but look into Google Search Console. Google Search Console, it's free and easy to connect your website with. Number 6 is ads to your Airbnb link. Don't be afraid to try some Google ads or Facebook ads and you link it directly to your Airbnb. I do have a few videos where I tackle some of these, or if you do want help, I do consulting or campaign setups for different Facebook and Google ads. We can link it to your Airbnb, send traffic with a very targeted audience that we look at compared to your property and where you're actually staying and where you're actually located and things like that. We can send a lot of traffic to your Airbnb that way. You don't even need a direct booking website to send traffic through ad. Number 7, don't be afraid to use Fiverr for different marketing materials. Cutting up videos, flyers, graphics. There's a lot of very, very talented people in there, and it's relatively cheap for what you're going to get. Canva's another great tool, but if you're not very design savvy and eye savvy, don't be afraid to spend $5, $10, $20 on Fiverr to get some of this work done. Take it off you, crank out the ad, and just keep it moving with the content. It's a great website and a great tool to use. Number 8 is when you are working with a paid or an exchange influencer, don't let them just mention you or tag you. Do a collaboration post with them on Instagram, particularly is what I'm talking about. The collaboration posts, they're on Facebook Reels as well too, but collaboration posts go way further in the algorithm I've seen than just simply them tagging you and mentioning you, and you get way more followers when it is a collaboration post. Facebook and Instagram love to see that kind of, I guess, collaborational effort, and they usually help reward those videos by pushing them out further and hitting both audiences that you'll have. Number 9, this might be a little controversial, but write blogs for your website using ChatGPT. When you write blogs for your website, this helps your SEO. This helps raise you higher in the Google algorithm for people searching for different types of terms that you might be able to fit. This is not gonna be a masterclass on SEO either, which is its whole other beast. But basically, whatever you need to figure out your target audience, and then your website needs to talk about that target audience a lot, and Google needs to know you're an expert in it. Writing blogs and putting them into your website, this is one way you can help do that. Highly effective. Use ChatGPT. I'm sure there's probably some people that are gonna be in the comments like, why would we use ChatGPT? Their AI is taking over everything. I mean, you can tweak it a little bit, but it's going to be pretty good. Not going to lie to you. It's going to save some time. Anyways, number 10, reach out to local newspapers, magazines, TV stations, radio stations, whatever you can think of. Try to get some local promotion, some local brand building within you. Depending on what kind of stay you are, will depend on how far the reach is and how easy this is to accomplish. But don't be afraid to put your story out there and try to get in touch with some of these people. They're not going to come seek you. You got to go seek them. And some of these travel writers and other things, they're looking for stories. So try to help them give them one. These are just my quick tips I was going to give out for some different marketing. If you want to consult and talk more about marketing tips and tricks that I can help with, let me know in the comments or check the link below on my Calendly and book a 15-minute consultation with me for free. And until next time, peace.